T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, Ibüümerang family, MK coming to you from the flight deck. Let's pull up the slides. Lessons learned from the Indianapolis Millionaire Mastermind. We are joined by Presidential Diamond Darren Gibson, Diamond Jason Solomon, and Diamond Tierra Edwards. So we're going to go over that. Stay connected with the WhatsApp community, iboomnation.com. Go there, fill out the information, and then go to Telegram and go to @Ibüümerang, search @Ibüümerang and click join. What do the leaders want for their May birthdays? We are fundraising for the BÜM Foundation, and you can go and help the kids. So go to the BÜMFoundation.com or go to your back office and select auto ship. Every little bit helps and counts. So what does Blue Diamond Jackie Pippins want for her birthday? BÜM Foundation donations. Here are all the folks that participated in the month of April. We want to thank them for their April donations. Awesome. Chargebacks. If you charge back, you will be terminated. However, you can go to iboomhub.com/downloads and download the multiple use credit card form. However, you need to take your credit card out of their back office prior to this month's auto ship running. All right, do not give your funds to anyone for trading. Ibüümerang will not be held responsible for your loss of funds. Cross recruiting and switching teams is not allowed. It's grounds for termination for both the switcher and the sponsor. This is your brick. You are personal star achiever, 300 PQV, dual team qualified, one left, one right, 10 Elevate customers, 1,500 QV, and that all adds up to 1,800 PQV. And you want every person on your team to accomplish and maintain this for the month. CEO Circle, 10 Elevate customers, and you can go to Accelerate, Vision, and Dream Weekend. But you've got to be qualified for 3 months in advance. CEO Corner, 25 Elevate customers, and you can go to any event, live and virtual, including Elevate boot camps. However, the Leadership Mastery is not included in this. So you've got to be qualified for 3 months in advance as well. Everybody should be using Rank Up. Rank Up is where it's at, folks. The training calls and recordings are now on iboomhub.com, and they're also on YouTube, youtube.com/iboomerang, and they're right at the top. All right, Iboomerang Rank Up presentations by your top leaders. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, grab the link, and send it. However, you need to match up the prospect with the presenter. Profit Snatchers testimonials are in Rank Up. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, click Profit Snatcher testimonials, grab the link and send it. However, you need to match up the prospect with the presenter. Travel and Trade Corner with Doris Lopez. We like to call her D-Lo. And that is on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Cruise your way to the top to qualify and enroll at least 2 new ambassadors and 5 new customers. At any level, affiliate, executive, or CEO pack, get entered into the contest when you do this. 5 cruises in total, top 3 win a cruise, and then there are going to be 2 random drawings held for anyone who got 2 ambassadors and 5 new customers. This ends on May 31st. So get going, folks. This is it. All right, introducing the Elevate Private Coaching Program with Deanna, Shameen, G Money, Marcus, Jonathan, and Luis. We're going to go over this more on Flight School. Trade Buddy Lounge, live trading with the best profit coaches, and you can make money on these calls. However, you need a Trade Buddy subscription is required. Send us your Profit Snatcher wins and Trade Buddy video testimonials. Send your Elevate and Trade Buddy testimonials to profitsnatchers@elevate.com, or you can send your video testimonial for Elevate to TradeBuddyTestimonials.com, and you can send your Trade Buddy testimonials there as well. Profit Snatchers monthly schedule. Profit Snatchers America, the first and third Wednesday of the month, and that is at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Profit Snatchers Europe, the second and fourth Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Profit Snatchers Europe with Diamond Ambassador Marianne Schutz, and this is going to be on Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Marianne is going to bring the heat. Trade Buddy Elevate call Tuesdays at 4 p.m. with Master Trader Shamim Agahi. He will walk you through how to use Trade Buddy, how to identify trends, and how to use Trade Buddy to maximize your profits. Holton Bugs World Tour. Copenhagen is done. London is done. San Diego is done. Fort Lauderdale is done. Atlanta is done. And then Indianapolis, you're going to hear about today. And then Raleigh is still to be confirmed. Leadership Mastery in Mexico, Cancun, Mexico. This is going to be incredible. It's July 29th through the 30th, and it's $1,249, and you get a savings of $500. It's only $749.99. So you want to be there, folks, be there. This is the only call today. MK coming to you from the flight deck.
You do such a good job with that, bro. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for knocking out that video, bro.
Cool.
All right. All right. So folks, those are the video announcements. Let's see. Let's jump into our slides so we can get down to business. Now, hey guys, our major training topic today is going to be what presidential diamond, Darren Gibson, and diamonds, Jason Solomon and Tierra Edwards, learned during their time at with Mr. Bugs in Indianapolis during the HB tour. So you want to make sure you get your folks on for that. We are going to have a great time with that. Hey, we want to go back to this topic. Hey, BÜM Foundation donations are a very, very special thing. We encourage people to put a donation on your auto ship, on your subscription, so that you can consistently help us take care of the children. We want to thank these folks who have so far. I think this is I can't remember what I ran this report for. Was it April? It might have been April.
Yeah, it's April.
This is April.
Yeah.
Folks who had BÜM Foundation donations on their auto ship that successfully ran. So these are the folks: Adele Grant, Andrew Fowler, Anina Cowie, Ashley Massey, Bonnie Marshall, Carmen Joanne Lindo, Caroline Kusin, Cecilia Williams, Shaquisha Green, Christopher Harris, Connor Fennell, Danny Latalian, Danielle Harvey, David Romero, Deborah Weaver, Desi Lipova, thank you, Black Diamond, Diana Hardy, Dustin Coomer, Ella Woodley, Fire Your Boss, Gerardo Paez, G Money, thank you, Herbert Grant, Blue Diamonds, Jackie and Jayla Pippins, Blue Diamond, Jake Parton, Jake, oh, that's Black, that's Diamond, Julius Burrell, Joanne Ellick, and Jonathan Cowie, Julius Mitchell, Kia Kinlaw, Kirsty Wright, Lakazar Kasabov, also known as Leo Casa, Dr. Latrice Legendaire, Letitia Young, Leona Artis, Louis Barnes, Diamond Marianne Schutz, Michelle Jacobs, Neil Stewart, Peter Schellenberger, Petranka Antanasova, Rita Jacobson, Robin Botts, Rod Smith, who just had a birthday, Ronald Wright, Rubina Patterson, Shantika McQueen, Shiloh Bryant, Shiloh and Danny Bryant, Stacy Ann Marie Hughes, Stella Stoyanova, Tanya Legault, Diamond Thomas Trey Harris, Tracy Fanning, Diamond Vasil Kranoff, and Superstar Emerald Vita Wooten. So thank all of you for having those BÜM Foundation donations on your auto ship and taking care of the children. And we just encourage everybody to please do the same. That's the easy way to make sure that children don't get forgotten. Put it on your auto ship, put it on your subscription.
Okay. All right. Elevate.
You've got to
All
be
right.
logged into your app on your mobile device to get them. So you can, yeah.
Yeah, we had some folks this week that got notifications. We had some folks that didn't get notifications. So we went to the tech team and said why. And we went to the Elevate team and said why. So here's the deal, folks. You have to have on your phone, stay logged into the Elevate app. Okay. Or you know, if you go into your computer and you make sure you go back and you stay logged into your Elevate app, because every time you log in, it's going to check and make sure your subscription is current. And that's why some folks don't get the notification, because they're not logged in and the system doesn't know to send that person a notification. So just keep yourself logged in and you'll get the notifications.
All right. Trade Buddy Week.
And
It's
that's
a
right.
good week.
Future Diamond Vita says we got 2 whole pages of auto ship donors for BÜM Foundation, which was phenomenal. She says, let's get 2 more pages for May. So that means each one of you that was on there, you need to get at least 1 person from your team to also do it, and that will double the pages. All right, that's how simple it is. All right, Dan, you can have more than 1 device. You just have to make sure that your phone stays logged in. Okay, just make sure your phone stays logged in.
Yeah.
All right. Trade Buddy kicked ass last week. Okay, I burned one of my cuss words already. Who's keeping, whoever's counting. All right. But Trade Buddy was on fire. Okay, check it out. 4 gold trades called last week. All of them won for a maximum pips. If we would have taken all the pips, 564 pips, right? Which is crazy, because if you only would have taken the recommended pips, you would have got 80. But if you've learned to identify basic principles, supply and demand, support and resistance, trends, right? This is why you don't want to just be lazy and just go with Trade Buddy. You want to make sure that you still take the classes, you still learn, because when you learn, when you have that knowledge, it's even better, right? So what some of you did to catch all these pips, who caught a lot of pips? Who got a lot of pips out of these, right? Diana Hardy, she got a lot of pips. Peter, my man, Peter Schellenberger got a lot of pips. FX Rich got a lot of pips. You know why? Because they know how to trail their stop, right? James Riddick got a lot of pips. So what they did is, when Trade Buddy called these trades, sometimes they'll set a take profit right at 20 pips. Sometimes if they can see that it's trending, they'll set a higher take profit, and they'll just keep moving their stop loss behind it to capture more and more pips. So congratulations to anybody who captured all 564 of these pips. Keston George got these pips. Donnie Pips is over there like, I got them pips, right? Okay. GJ, British pound versus the Japanese yen. Trade Buddy called 5 trades, and guess what? Won them all. 315 max pips if you would have been able to trail your stop and ride the trend. UCAD, Trade Buddy called 11 trades. 9 of them were winners for a maximum 296 pips and 81% win rate there. So overall, last week, Trade Buddy called 20 trades. 18 were winners. That's a 90% win rate. If all you did was take Trade Buddy trades last week, you had a great week. I don't even know what happened to your account. Your account blew up last week. You had some blow-up-tuation happen last week. Who can spell blow-up-tuation? All right. All right. Way to go. Way to go, Trade Buddy. So listen, folks, leverage Trade Buddy. Definitely, let's get out there. Let's talk about this. Let's share this with people. Let's blow up our teams. Let them know that this is out there as a way for people to expand their income. All right. But let's make sure that people learn as well so they can actuate this.
Leo Casa got it.
You go. Blow up tuition. That's perfect, Leo. Perfect. All right. Awesome. Lewis Barnes said he didn't get a lot of pips, but he got a lot of money from the pips. Right? Hey, Lewis Barnes, He's obviously learned about trade sizing. That's another basic concept. So you don't have to get all the pips. You can do a bigger, you can do bigger lot sizes for smaller pips and you can totally win. All right, here we go. We introduced this past Monday on Elevate United. The Elevate private coaching program was launched. Some of you guys asked, how can I get private one-on-one coaching with the Elevate coaches? And here you go, guys. It is now officially launched. And we will be adding new people to this as well. This is coming soon. All right, next up.
All right. Profit Snatchers Europe, Diamond Marianne Shoots is going to be on Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Excited about this. I'm so excited because we said that what we're going to do in this new chapter of Profit Snatchers. You Profit Snatchers got a little facelift here, the logo, all that kind of stuff. In this new chapter of Profit Snatchers, we're bringing in other emeralds and other diamonds to host Profit Snatchers. So this is going to be exciting. Diamond Marianne Schutz, for the first time, is going to host Profit Snatchers this coming Thursday. For those of you who are in Europe, this is at 8 p.m. London time. 8 p.m. London time. So this is a perfect time for your market. If you're in Europe, if you're in London, if you're in the United Kingdom, if you're in Germany, if you're in Norway, if you're in Denmark, if you're in the Czech Republic, if you're in any of these countries out there, this is in your time zone. Guess what? If you're in Italy, this is in your time zone. If you're in Spain, this is in your time zone. If you're in Africa, right? Because we do have some folks there. Now we're branching out into Africa. This is in your time zone. If you're part of that Mauritius team, this is in your time zone. So guess what, folks? Let's load up Profit Snatchers this week. Now, let me ask you guys a question, but let's see this in the chat. What role does or can Profit Snatchers play in your business building efforts? Let's see that in the chat. What role Profit Snatchers, I'm sorry, that's 9 p.m. UK. Marianne just corrected me. I think we got a mistake on here because we had time zones changing. 9 p.m. UK. Everybody put that in your notes. 9 p.m. UK. We'll get this updated. All right. But what role does it play? Dr. Latrice, she says to keep customers engaged. Exactly. That's a role that this can play. So that is one group of people that you should invite to Profit Snatchers. Now, this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the folks in North America. So if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, if you're in Mexico, if you're in Puerto Rico, this is in your time zone in the afternoon. 3 o'clock for those of us in Central Time, 4 o'clock for you East Coasters. That's people in New York and the DMV and Florida, right? It's 1 o'clock if you are in California. So this is a time that can work for you guys as well. If you have people who can step away and watch in the afternoon. And of course, everybody can use the recording. So the first group of people that we want to make sure that we expose to Profit Snatchers are our existing customers. Put that in your note. Here's what I want everybody to do. Write down the names of 2 or 3 of your existing customers that you will make sure that they see Profit Snatchers live or recorded this week. This is to your benefit. You want your customers to stay engaged? People need to see stories of other people who are winning, who are having success, so that they can feel like, I can do it too. Let me stick around. Let me keep going. Okay? If you have customers that are falling off, one reason is you're not exposing them to Profit Snatchers. Because if you keep making sure your customers see more and more stories of people who are winning, it will just reinforce to them that they can do it. Eventually, they'll see somebody who's just like them. Let's see, who else? It says social proof to your prospects. Thank you, Peter. So now you have your business prospects and your customer prospects. These are people who are not on your team yet and who are not your customers yet. Expose them to this. Maybe they've seen a presentation. and they have not made the decision to join your team yet, or they haven't decided to become your customer yet, when you bam fam them to Profit Snatchers, either live or recorded, right? Meaning that live means you, hey, get on here at this time. Recorded is, here's the recording from a recent Profit Snatchers for you to watch. Why? Like Peter said, it's going to give them social proof. They're going to see people and they're going to hear from people who have already started learning how to trade with Elevate, and they're going to talk about their results. They're going to see people who are using Trade Buddy and winning, and they're going to talk about the results, and that's going to help them with their decision making. So great job, Peter. Thank you for that. All right. Leo says retention. Okay. So, and Nora added to that, keep your existing people inspired. Okay. So the third group of people, by the way, let's make sure we're keeping track. You're going to invite your existing customers. Then you're going to invite prospects. Here's what I want everybody to take a minute. I want you to write down the names of 5 people that you've had to see the Ibüümerang presentation. They have not signed up yet as a customer or an ambassador, but they didn't say no. Okay, you got 5 of those, write them down. You're going to invite them to Profit Snatchers this week, or make sure they see the Profit Snatchers recording. Okay, this is how you build your business. We're walking you through. And by the way, I'm going to go all the way back to the disclaimer. This is one of those things where this is one of those moments where the 3 groups get separated. Some of you guys are going to take this and you're going to really do it. This is going to help you make money. Okay. Some of you are going to take this information. You're going to just do a little bit. Okay. I'll do a little bit. Right. Okay. Right. Some of you are going to do nothing with this information, and then you're going to wonder why you're not making money. Right. So this is the kind of thing that helps you make money. All right. Third group is your existing ambassadors. Your existing ambassadors, the people who are already on your team. Okay. We want to make sure that your existing ambassadors get on Profit Snatchers. Now you might say, well, they're already in. Well, this helps keep them in. This helps keep them using the product. This helps keep them learning to trade and staying a part of Elevate and keeping their Trade Buddy subscription active, because they're going to see and hear from people who are having success, and it's going to help them to see, you know what, I can do it too. All right. So we got 3 groups of people. Now, what I want you to do right now is I want you to make a list of 5 ambassadors on your team that you're going to make sure that you invite them to not only be on Profit Snatchers themselves, but to do the same 2 other things that we just talked about. Okay. So now what I just outlined for you is a Profit Snatchers strategy. This is how you use and leverage an opportunity like Profit Snatchers. I hope you took notes. I hope those of you who have a team absorb this, because this is how you want to think. This is how you will get to diamond and stay diamond and with the big money. All right, good. Profit Snatchers Europe. Marianne, you're going to rock it this week. I'm excited about that. She has been messaging me, and she says she has some people, some good stories lined up for you already. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to be a high quality, high impact Profit Snatchers. All right.
Okay.
Let's keep popping.
Cruise your way to the top. To qualify, enroll at least 2 new ambassadors and 5 new customers at any level, affiliate executive CEO pack, and get entered into the contest. We've got 5 cruises in total. Top 3 will win a cruise. And then we've got 2 random drawings for anyone who gets 2 new ambassadors and 5 new customers. It ends on June 30th. Yeah.
All right. So you guys will notice that we did extend this. We want to make sure we give you guys a huge opportunity to win. All right. So now let's go over this. All right. And we're going to run this. This is going to be the results will go from May 1st to June 30th. So we're giving you 2 months to accomplish this. 2 months to accomplish this. Okay. So now what do you need to do? What do you need to do to win the cruise? Diamond Tiara is like, thank you. Thank you. Because we did announce it kind of middle of the month, right? What do we need? What do you need to do to be in the drawing? So let me make sure everybody is clear. I want everybody can win a cruise. Everybody can win. It's just something that everybody has a chance to win. Okay. Here's what I mean by that. The top 3, meaning the people who do the most and who create the most volume, right? Because that's what we're going to look at. Those top 3 are automatic. Each of the top 3, you have to hit the minimum, of course, which is 2 ambassadors and 5 customers, right? But somebody's 2 ambassadors are going to be 2 CEO packs. Somebody's 2 ambassadors are going to be 2 affiliate packs, right? So we're going to add up the volume and somebody's customers are going to be Elevate customers and someone else's customers are going to be Trade Buddy customers. So we're going to add it all up and we're going to take the top 3 based on the volume generated, right? Some of them are going to not just do 2 ambassadors. Some are going to do 5. Great. Okay. Top 3, automatic. What about everybody else? Everybody else who does at least 2 customers, two ambassadors, and 5 customers is going to go in the drawing. And so we're going to mix them up and we're going to reach in and we're going to pull, right? So that's the equalizer that gives a chance for anybody to do this. You don't have to be the number 1, number 2, or number 3. Okay. So I'm sharing that right now because I want to make sure that nobody opts out mentally. Okay. I want everybody to go for it. Okay. Now, here's what you need. 2 ambassadors, 5 customers, 2 or more ambassadors, 5 or more customers. Okay. How do you get a customer? Somebody said, does this mean we're shifting our focus back to getting customers again? No. I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. How do you get a customer? You get a customer by showing people the business. You introduce people to the whole concept. Get people to see an Ibüümerang presentation. And at the end, their choices are, I want to be part of the marketing team and make all the money, or I just want to trade as a customer and make some of the money. Okay. So the more people you expose to the business, the more customers you're going to have, because everybody's not going to join the business. The business part's not for everybody, right? The same way we go to the supermarket and the vast majority of people in the supermarket are customers, right? But there's some people in there that are owners. So in every business, you're going to have more customers than owners. We're just giving everybody the opportunity to be an owner, and they can then self-select and say, I just want to be a customer. That's how you do this. The other way to get customers is just make sure you talk about it all the time. Because guess what, Mark?
What?
I got a customer yesterday.
Did you?
I sure did. I went to Taco Tuesday at the cigar lounge, right? My wife and I were sitting there, we were chilling, enjoying the basketball game. There was a gentleman sitting at the same table with us. He wants to learn to trade. So I gave him the information, and yesterday he texted me, he says, okay, I'm doing it today. So he's in.
Wow.
Another
That's
customer.
fantastic.
Talk about it all the time. I've got more customers than many of our ambassadors. So folks, don't let T Gray beat you. Oh no, don't do that. All right, cool. Excellent. Kevin Clayton said, lead with the presentations. Let the chips fall where they may. Excellent. Good. Danny Wilbank. She's sharing this with her Uber driver as we speak. I love it. All right. So yes, this cruise, Tierre said, send him the cruise right now. It's going to be his mama's birthday present. You go, boy. All right. Go ahead and rock this thing. That's it, sir. Oh, speaking of Tierre, before we get to this, I do want to bring Diamond Tierre on for a hot second. All right. Diamond Tierre, if you can come on for a second, I want you to come on so we can celebrate you and your squad.
Yes.
Yes, man. So how you doing, bro? Good morning.
I'm doing fantastic, man. How you feeling?
Awesome. Okay, you got a haircut.
Barely.
Awesome. Awesome. So, hey, Tierra, we've been teaching people the HB system in a very focused way over the past 6 months or so. And one of the key elements of that system is learning to help a new person enroll their first 2 people within their first 7 days, right? To create excitement, to create speed, locks a new person in, and just so exciting, right? They start making money right away. And you did that this week. Can you tell everybody about what happened this week?
I mean, of course, coming off of the seminar and Mastermind, it was just really simple. I followed what Mr. Bugs told me to do while I had the opportunity to, pick his brains when I picked him up from the airport, and just follow what he told me to do. You take the most excited person and you run with them, and you drop deaf. And so what I did was, got with my guy Josh, who's on the line right now. Him and Isaac are headed somewhere right now. But I saw how excited he was. He brought guests to the seminar as well. And there he goes right there. And I, just he put me to work. And that was the very first thing that he said. He said, "How fast can I earn money?" I said, "How fast can you get me in front of someone?" So you know what he did? On that day, he actually got in. 2 hours later, he brought his very first 2 people, which was Josiah and Logan, right? And all I simply did was introduce them to the business. But here's what I also did as well. I introduced them to somebody else that was not me. Who was that? I introduced them to who? Mr. Blue Diamond Jake Parton. Why? Because Mr. Jake Parton was here as well. Why? Why not give them a better experience where they can meet somebody from across the country? I knew that they didn't know anybody from across the pond. So you know what I did? I utilized the system, I utilized the team, and allowed another story to come in and do the job for me, right? It really wasn't much of a presentation that we gave him, but he got me to work immediately. And yeah, he got to his first 2 levels in a matter of 48 hours.
48 hours. So you helped him enroll his first 2 people, one left, one right, in his first 48 hours.
Yes,
Absolutely. 2 days, not 7, everybody. 2 days. 2 days. It can be done, right? That's why we said within the first 7 days, because we know from our history that it can be done. And Diamond Tier just showed you how it can happen. Here you got somebody started. He found the most excited person. He didn't wait. He didn't let them meander. He didn't let them fester. He didn't give them a homework assignment and say, go read the website, right? They went to work right away. First 2 people, first 2 days. Thank you, Diamond Tier, for trailblazing that and showing everybody how it goes. And folks, when you guys do this, we're going to highlight you. We're going to celebrate you because we want this to become our culture where new people get rocking fast. They get going fast. All right. Well, that said, it's time for us to switch into our major topic for today, which is the Indianapolis event, learnings from that. Let's bring on next our Diamond, Jason Solomon. Jason Solomon, why don't you come on and say hi to everybody?
Can you guys hear me?
Yup, we can hear you.
All right, let's see if you can see me.
We can't. Yeah, there we go. We can see you too.
There we go.
We can see
Let me
you.
get the light right. I got one of these
All right.
desks that goes up and down, so let me
All
make
right.
sure it's good.
Well, while you do that, we saved the best for last.
Of course.
We want a drum roll, please, as we bring on none other than our presidential diamond, Darren Gibson. PDDG, come on down.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. My muscles
Gun show. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know, Mark.
I don't know. You guys out the water. All right, awesome. Good to see you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see all 3 of you guys. Diamond, presidential diamond. Exciting event that you guys had in Indianapolis. We saw the pictures. As a matter of fact, Mark, you got them teed up. Let's show everybody.
Yes, I do. I do. All right, here we go.
So you guys clearly had a packed room. Exciting. See, you got all those diamonds up top. You had Blue Diamond. Jake Parton came and participated. There's your CEO, Diamond Maker, Mr. Holton Bugs himself. Great venue, by the way. I like the lighting. I like the sleek look. Where was this? But just a great event. It's like,
There's Joel Fernandez. He flew all the way over from Australia.
look at that. That is Joel. That's right. He sure did. Excellent. Excellent. Totally engaged too. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Well, Peter DG, we're going to turn things over to you and let you talk about this event. How many people you guys had? How you know, how you got the people there? What type of results did you get out of this? And more importantly, most importantly, what did you guys learn from Mr. Bugs while you had him to yourselves out there?
Should I start with the pros or the cons? Which one, T Gray?
Definitely all pros first. All the pros first.
The pros was we took a lot of stuff that Mrs. Jackie had taught us and showed us. As you saw, that we had some notepads, and it was amazing when it came to notepads. And I want to shout out Karen and Thad and Aaron and my team that provided all that stuff as well. You know, when it came to the music, when it came to, and T Gray, you're big on music, right? When it comes to people walking indoors, this businessman is very psychological, and everyone doesn't really understand that. When it comes to this business, people don't really sign up just because of the information that they're going to be presented. They sign up because they see how professional certain things are. And T Gray, I know you are big on professionalism, on people walking in the room and seeing exactly what it is. You know, when it comes to our signups, it was fantastic. When you saw that room, I believe we had maybe, I could be wrong about the numbers, but I believe we had maybe maybe 12 distributors. So when you should see that room, it was majority prospects.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man. That's pretty fire. The most of that room was your prospects and guests.
Yeah, it was. The majority of the room was people that was in our previous deal, and people that missed out on what we've been doing, people that came in the business and came out the business and heard that Mrs. Bug was coming. And we just had a lot of pros, man. There was a lot of pros when it comes. The energy was fantastic. You know, every joke that I said, we've changed. I literally trained our individuals to just say, you know, just laugh at all our jokes, laugh at Mr. Bug's jokes, you know, just to bring the energy up. So, you know, because you got to bring the energy, right? When it comes to ambassadors, again, it's all psychological. And there's a lot of pros I can talk about. So T or Jason, if you got anything to say about any pros, go ahead and chime in.
Yeah, I think it was good in a sense of the guests that we had were qualified, and not only that, we made it so special and valuable for them to where, you know, they didn't want to come along. You know, just putting it in a perspective of, hey, look, you know, we have somebody that has a track record of helping people really improve, you know, results, income, lifestyle, mindset, and they have the opportunity. They have, again, the opportunity to learn from this individual, and we just packaged it in the right way to where people wanted to come, and not only just come, but to learn and bring other people with it. You know, that's how, you know, we attracted the people that we have right now. But honestly, if I could talk about it, is, you know, 95% preparation and 5% execution. You know, we executed in a very good way. I believe that we definitely could execute a lot better moving forward, which I know that we'll do. But the energy was there, the excitement was there, the preparation was good. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
And we what we did is T and Mark, they weren't there unexpected. They knew exactly what they were coming to. They weren't blindsided. You know, when it comes to our group, we're very raw and real and authentic, and we don't just bring in individuals and say come and meet this individual. We let them know what this is all about. So and that brings a big deal when it comes to, I want you all to understand, that brings a big deal when it comes to you building your business, because I get a lot of individuals, T Gray, when they bring people on the presentation, where they bring people into the events, and you see some negativity in the Zoom chats or wherever the case may be. There was no negativity. They knew exactly what they were coming to. They knew exactly what they were being sold on. I told them, I love what Mr. Bug says. I'm going to sell you on something. I'm going to sell you on something. And I believe Mr. Bug did that in Houston or Atlanta when he was there with Mrs. Jackie. I'm going to sell you something. And selling is not a bad word. And here it is, you know, we just told them that you're gonna be sold something when it comes to your lifestyle, when it comes to your future. And I believe that's why our audience was more receptive to what Mr. Bugs did. Because remember, when we bring people to the movie, you got to show them the commercial. Bring individuals to the movie, you have to show them the commercial. No one goes to a movie if they don't know the commercial. They gotta see the excitement of what they're doing, right? So that's why I think that the energy was just so doggone exciting, because they knew what they were coming in to the room for. Jay, you got something?
If I could just jump in for a quick second. You know, what I really want everybody to take away from what you just shared is that when you have these opportunities, doesn't matter what you've achieved, you want to make sure that you are locked in and paying attention, right? So here you have, you know, Darren Gibson, he's at the top position, the highest rank achieved in the company so far, presidential diamond, right? When Mr. Bugs is speaking, he's not just checked out or playing around. He's studying Mr. Bugs and picking up not on just what he's saying, but how he's saying it. And you're right, PDDG, people want to buy, they just don't like to be sold. But I mean, but then again, we walk into a car dealership, we don't want a pushy salesperson, but we went there to buy a car, right? We go into the clothing store, we don't want a pushy salesperson, but we did come there to buy something, and we know that that person is going to sell us something. So I love when Mr. Bugs does that. He says, hey, I'm going to sell you something today, right? But it's going to be a good experience. I love it. Thank you for pointing that out, PDDG.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to add in leverage, because Darren, it's like what you said, you know, everybody that was there, they knew exactly why they were there. And the way Mr. Bugs did it, he was very transparent. And I don't think a lot of people that are presenting are 100% transparent, you know. And he told them exactly what it was. He said, you know, this is what you guys can expect from this. This is what I did, but this is how I did it. And he didn't sugarcoat, you know, and a lot of people, they over exaggerate the presentation. But Mr. Bugs was very transparent. And I think that's what everybody was expecting that came, because all the people that we brought, we made it very clear, like, hey, listen, you know, this is who's going to be here. I mean, this is exactly what it's about, and this is what you can expect from the meeting. So when it's clear, when it's transparent, I think that's what works the best. And how you leverage it too, because you know it's all leverage. I truly believe in that.
Yeah, and when it comes to transparency, you got to know, like what T Gray just said, you got to learn how to commercialize your business. You're not the message, you're the messenger. And you got to learn how to kind of separate certain things. I was talking to Josh last night with Tier in his group, you know, in my home, and kind of telling them that sell the individual. You don't have to sell. You got to learn how to tailor the business for that individual. So T. Gray, what we've done is we've tailored this business when it comes to the individual, and every person in that room was in that room for different reasons. They were in that room for trading. They were in that room for Mr. Bugs. They were in that room for Tier. They were in that room for Jay. They were in that room for T. Gray. They were in that room for Mark. They were in that room for Mark's muscles. Whatever the case may be, tailor the business for the individual. And then what people join the business for one reason, and they stay in the business for many reasons. And that's what people need to understand. They join it for one reason. What most people don't understand is, T. Gray, is you're trying to sell the business for so many reasons. No, sell the business for one reason that tailors around them, and then they're going to stay in for many reasons. So that's what I was telling them, and all the individuals. We didn't have a lot of diamonds there. We only had, I believe, Jason and Tier and Jake and myself, and we know how to bring the individuals, right? But I had to tell the individuals that are not diamonds, T and Mark, bring the individuals for one reason. Stay on that one topic of what they're looking for. First of all, these tickets that we have, where are tickets at? These tickets that I have, first of all, you got to train your individuals how to give these tickets out. And I had a training call on how to give these tickets out. You got Mr. Bugs on the front. You got the information on the back. These are not just, and I said, would you give away just $300 just to random people? And everybody said no. I said, okay, you got to treat this business like it's $1 billion ticket. So you got to train your individuals when it comes to tickets on how to invite. And I believe invitation, T. Gray and Mark, is the biggest deal that we need to learn. And when you learn the process of invitation, you'll get rich.
Yeah, man, you're so on target. And that's one of the things that I've been realizing this week. I'm so excited about where we've come to as a company, as a team, as a group. Like I said, we've spent the last 6 months learning Mr. Budge's system in a focused fashion. Now we're focused on applying it and doing it. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that, okay, now that people are starting to do the right things, now we need to refine how they do each thing, like the various conversations. One of the conversations, the one that you're referring to right now, is the invitation, right? So that's what we can do over the coming weeks, PDDG. Let's help teach everybody how to properly invite, right? They know, everybody kind of knows now, they know the words, they know the concept, but now let's refine that with everybody and teach everyone how to invite, not just to Millionaire Masterminds, but how to invite to the next good party, how to invite to the next Zoom presentation, right? So another conversation that I'm seeing that we need to teach people and refine, Tier, is that conversation where we get a new person into action, right? You were there with Mr. Bugs, and obviously you learned some things from him about how to get a new person into action right away. You tried it out, you applied it, and boom. Is it Josh? Josh now has his people in 2 days. Okay, so we're gonna help. Those are the kinds of things that we're gonna be helping people to refine what they're doing. We taught them how to hammer nails. Now we're gonna refine the technique of hammering.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it was just, I wouldn't say I learned anything new. It was just reprogramming my conversation, because we all know what to say, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Say it again, sir.
It's not about what you say, but how you say it. And all Mr. Bugs did was refine or reprogram me to say it in a certain way. I want y'all to write that down. Certain way. It's not the way, it's a certain way that's effective, that gets you moving closer to where you want to be. And so all I did was tweak up what I was saying, because I was already saying the right things, but it was how I was saying that got that person to think, oh, I want to do this. So I had already, honestly, I was already programming Josh on how to build the business before he even got into the business. And that was one of the biggest things that I got from my conversation with Mr. Bugs when I picked him up from the airport. And it was, you got to understand, to take people through the conveyor belt, take them through the the assembly line, to where they're not looking at the whole picture. What they're doing is they're going step by step by step, and then you just connect the dots. And then after you connect the dots, now you're looking at the picture. Oh, I just created a giraffe.
Right. And the cool thing about it, Diamond T, is that you know it's a giraffe, but you're not telling them it's a giraffe from the beginning. You're just step by step by step, and then they get to the end and they go, wow, it's a giraffe, right? And because one of the mistakes that some people are making is they're showing them the whole giraffe first, right? And it's a little bit overwhelming. But you said something twice now that I want everybody to pick up on. Okay, here you go. You ready? You learned a lot of this during the time you spent with Mr. Bugs when you picked him up from the airport. Folks, when you have Mr. Bugs or Mr. Gibson or Mrs. Pippins coming to your city, any of these leaders, Jake or whoever, there should almost be a fight for the honor of picking that person up and driving them around. It's not subservient. It's an opportunity. Picking Mr. Bugs up, driving him around, has put Tierra in a situation where I'm confident that within the next 6 months to a year, we can put a dollar figure on what that privilege was worth to Tierra because of what he learned. And as he continues to apply it, it's going to push him through the ranks, right? So if you have, that's why you want to make sure you take that opportunity. Sometimes people are so full of themselves, they don't want to serve. But, you could have said, man, I'm a diamond. I'm not a chauffeur, right? But it should be, like I said, it should be a fight for the privilege of doing that. Good job, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not fighting for the honor to pick up your leader or serve your leader, look, if you know that you did not qualify to be in that person's presence, earn your way to be in that person's presence. Jason and I, we always are putting ourselves in a position where we qualify to be around Mr. Gibson. Last night, bringing the guys over to Mr. Gibson's home, I told them straight up, hey, look, y'all didn't qualify to be in this room. You guys are getting the opportunity to be a part of this room. Don't take it for granted. Why? Because I am protective of my leader. I am protective of who I am serving and who I'm working with. You need to be the same way. Why? And this is one of the biggest things that Mr. Bugs was breaking down to us while we were here, while he was here, is you have to qualify, not only qualify, but you got to protect your leader. You got to protect them. Why? Because it shows unity, it shows honor, it shows respect, it shows admiration, it shows that you value this person. Because Mr. Bugs, Mr. Gibson, guess what? They're the top of the top. You don't just let anybody be in their presence. They got to qualify for it.
And you know what? And people might mistake that as just posturing, but it's not, because really it helps you get bigger results. It's amazing that when you leverage the psychological impact of being placed, having to qualify for something, that makes you receive the information differently and apply the information differently. And so you got to think about what you want your team to do. So, for example, if you are in Indianapolis and you have the opportunity to get people in front of Mr. Gibson, if you make them qualify for it, they're going to hear him differently and they're going to behave differently than if you just make it easily available. Yeah. So what else? You guys had some huddle time with Mr. Bugs. What did you, is there anything that you learned that you can share with everybody? Not the deep secrets.
Yeah, there's a lot of deep secrets. Yeah. What's crazy? when you have a top leader coming in, the biggest thing that I've learned is, in the place that I'm in today, is posture's everything. Mr. Bugs, when it comes to him walking into an event, and he said left and right. I never understood this, T. Left and right. Somebody needs to be left and right of me. And I'm like, who do you think you are, the president? And he's like, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I am the president. And never let this bond crush. Never separate this. I'm not a guest. Left and right people. And I'm like, what? And I never, dude, I never, out of 10 years, T. Gray and Mark, I never understood it. And that was a big that was some of you guys are brand new and you don't understand it, but T. Gray and Mark, MK, you guys understand it, and all the diamonds, like, that is a huge deal, because it was the posture. He said, your individuals that are watching us walking in, they got to look at me like I'm that guy when it comes to influence. And I'm like, changed everything. He said, you're selling the business before I talk about the business.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It was like a mind-boggling thing for me. You're selling the business. So what we got to do, and we got to learn, T. Graham K, is we got to learn how to sell the business of Ibüümerang before the presenter even hits the stage.
Yep.
The music, the noise, the claps, the whatever it is, the handshakes. You got to sell the business before the business is being sold. And I'm like, man, I said, Mr. Bugs, because what happened was, me, T, and Jason, we were walking, and I saw somebody that was a high valued person, and I broke it up, and I gave them a hug and gave them some daps, and Mr. Bugs looked at me and was like, okay. And Mr. Bugs is so, when you see him writing things down on a piece of paper, you did something wrong.
Uh-oh.
Did something wrong, right?
You think he's taking notes about what you're saying, but he's taking notes on what you're doing.
And he wrote it down, and he was like, taking note. And he'll never, ever disrespect you in front of the, but when it comes to that inner circle, whatever it is, he'll say, this is what, he brought out his notebook, and he got a big book too, because we all mess up, right? He got a big book. He's like this, T. Gray and Mark, okay? He's like this.
Let me go to
You did this wrong, you did that wrong, and I'm like, oh man, okay, wow. And he said, if you want to build a $50 billion business, we got to be a $50 billion distributor. We got to think like a $50 billion business.
Come on,
it's not a small little thing. And book called "Don't Sweat the Small Things," and he said, no, sweat the small things.
So this is PDDG. This is what we're getting to now, right? So it's so cool, because now everybody knows the core things of what to do and how to do it. Now we're getting into this area of refinement, right? And now we can have this conversation about how the presentation starts before the presentation.
Exactly.
Right? Just think about it for a second. Let's suppose you go to the Mercedes-Benz dealership to get a car. And when you get there, the lights are dim. Some of the lighting isn't working. They only have a few cars out there, but the cars that they have on the showroom floor are dirty and dusty. You still have all the fingerprints from everybody who touched the windows yesterday, right? As a matter of fact, when you get in the car, you open the door, there's some crumbs on the seat because somebody had their kid with them when they were looking at the cars yesterday, and the kid had French fries, right? Yeah. The salesperson comes out, they look scraggly, their shirt's got a coffee stain on it, it's not tucked in their pants properly, their breath stinks, You know, they don't have any coffee for the people. You know, the place just looks like a dive. Are you buying a car? Is anybody buying a car? No, they unsold you before they even had a chance to give you the sales pitch. You came in, you looked around, you were like, I am in the wrong place, and you left.
Yeah.
But if you came in that same dealership and it's bright and it's clean and they have the right amount of cars on the showroom floor and those cars are like sparkly, bling, you open that door, new car smell jumps out and hits you. Right? Salesperson comes out looking like success. They're clean, they're neat, they're pressed, right? Breath is fresh. They got brochures. Would you like a coffee? Would you like a water, sir? Says the person, the lady at the reception desk. They set this environment up right. You ready to hear whatever they have to say, and you're ready to buy whatever it is they're selling. Well, that's what Darren is talking about. Those little things, all those things that add up. That's what Mr. Bugs is talking about. You know what? If you just have me walk in the room like I'm anybody, yeah, we could still be successful, but now we got to work a little bit harder. But if you can help me walk in right, there are going to be people that are going to pay attention differently because of the way I walked in. That's what we're getting at. And man, Darren, thank you so much for bringing that to light, because these are the difference makers that we need to help the family with now as we got everybody working, right? And let me take that back. We don't have everybody working. We got to get everybody working. But as we get everybody working, we need to help them do the subliminals and the environmental things that will help make their work more effective.
Well, we're not having everybody working because of this. Mr. Bugs had a deal with us, and right after the event, we went to lunch. No, not lunch. We went to semi-dinner, whatever it is, lunch or dinner. And Mr. Bugs said, we shouldn't have went to dinner right afterwards. We should have signed the individuals up, and you should have came here 2 hours later saying, I got 36 individuals that's going to show the presentation this week. We didn't do that. And now we're backtracking a little bit because we're trying to make sure everything is good, wherever the case may be. But he said, no, forget about me. We need the individuals that get started right now today. They need to have 4 booked. They need to have their schedules booked, 4 presentations.
Hold on a second. Did you just say what I think you said? So you mean when I've been saying that I didn't make it up?
Nope.
That's what Mr. Bug said. Okay. Yes, sir.
4 of them. Just 4 of them. 4. And that's why I told Josh in his group last night. 4 presentations booked. 4 of them. Not 1. How many? Put in the chat really quick, you guys. How many? What I say? Put in chat. 4. And T Gray and MK, we missed the boat, and he said, I don't care. And he says it all the time. And me and Tier was watching a video on YouTube, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, of Mr. Bugs, and he said, I need 4 presentations. And this is back in like 2009 or something crazy. And he's like, I need 4 presentations. If y'all don't have 4 presentations, I don't have a business partner.
Wow, sir.
If I don't have 4 presentations, I don't have a business partner.
So can we hang out there for a second, PDTG, because I want you to help me with this. So, I've kind of gone to the next level, right? So we do this in stages. We can't crack the whip and push people to work until you teach them what the right work is, right? So we took time, we taught everybody what the right work is over the last 6 months, right? So now we're pushing people to, actually, do the work. But the key thing about it is those last 3 words, do the work, right? So this month, what I did is I said, okay, now let me start working with the top leaders and help them establish game plans, right? So now everybody knows what to do. Let's give everybody a game plan for the month of May. So we did that. And what I did is I took a look at the month of April as a benchmark. And here's what I saw as I looked through the month of April. I saw we brought in a lot of new people. A lot of new people joined the company. But as I'm going kind of group by group and I'm looking, I'm seeing that a lot of those new people, sadly, the majority of those people didn't even have one personal enrollment after being in the business for several weeks, right? So now the thing that we got to focus on is helping to get the result that Tierra got with Joshua, right? First 2 in the first week, right? First day or 2 even. It's achievable. Tierra did it, okay? One of the things that I'm seeing as I look at the calendars, though, is I don't see the 4 meetings. Can you talk a little bit more about this, sir?
All right, so this is crazy because I thought about this, and I shared this, I believe 2 days ago with a small little group. When I first joined the company of Ibüümerang 3 years ago, now it's 3 years now. Mr. Bug said, have 4 big meetings. I only had 4. Now, out the 4, now remember, systems are for people that want to move into the the lane. But if you're a leader, you're gonna do more than what the system is, and what Mr. Bugs talks about. So out the 4, we're talking about 4 days. We're talking about my first 30 days. T. Gray and MK, you remember this. Out the 4, I had 3 calls. I had 3 presentation calls out the 4 days. I had 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. Now, you don't have to do this, folks. I'm just telling you what I did because my goal was $500,000 in business sales, and I wanted to go blue diamond, if you guys remember that. I had 3, and I had no clue why Mr. Bug said, do 4 meetings in 1 week. Because when it comes, success loves speed. Procrastination is the neighbor to poverty. So when it comes to this right here, the 4 days, I did 4 days, but I had multiple calls, multiple presentations in 4 days. Out of the 4 days, my first call, I had about 40 to 60 individuals on the line. Second day, we had about 200 to 290, whatever it is, on the second day. Because everybody, remember, it's not just me doing it, it's me planning their next meeting as well, because the individuals that I have, first of all, folks, you don't have a job, you have a business. So you're treating everybody the same way what you're doing. And when you have duplication, MK and T. Gray, that's where the magic happens. Third day, I believe, and some of the folks was on the line as well when we first came in. I believe we had about 600, whatever it is. And then the 4th day, we had close to 900 individuals on the line. And what happens is, T. Gray and MK, what most people don't understand is, when you have those 4 meetings in 1 week, I did it in 1 week. We're not talking about 2 weeks. I know that some individuals say 1 week or 2 weeks. We did it in 1 week. 1 week. What happens is there's momentum that carries on the next week, because now you're going to have something called residual. You guys know residual, right? But just put residual in the chat. You guys know residual, right? Residual income, where things start moving along and duplication starts to carry on, and momentum is called the big mo. The momentum comes for the next week for the next person to do the same thing. And now you're carrying, but here it is, T. Gray, okay? I'm still doing what? The next week, I'm still doing what? Still doing my 4 calls. I'm still doing my 4 presentations. I'm not waiting for anybody else to do the same thing. I'm still doing it. So, and then here it is. That's where it carried on. And that's how you go diamond in a short period of time. That's how you go sapphire in a short period of time. That's how you go ruby in a short period of time. By you just carrying on. But here it is, T. Gray and MK. We believe that these 4 presentations are just worth 4 presentations. No. 4 presentations are the momentum of what's about to happen in your business.
All right, I just sent you a text. Look at it real quick, because if you say yes to this, then we're gonna plant the seed right now.
Are they ready for that?
They have to get ready. Nobody's ever ready.
Let's do it.
All right. So here's what we just agreed to, folks. How many of you are fascinated by what Mr. Gibson just shared with you? That lightning fast 4 days, explosive 4 days. How many of you out there, you like it? You're a little jealous because you weren't part of that, because maybe you were not part of Mr. Gibson's team. But if you had an opportunity to be a part of that, it would light your fire. Yeah, I'm seeing it in the chat. Do you see the chat, guys? Everybody see this?
I see it.
I see it, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we just agreed to do. Mr. Gibson and I, we're going to work together. We're going to plan this. We're going to let you guys know when we're going to do this. It will be very soon. But our goal is to see how much volume we can drive in 1 week. Okay? And what we're going to do in that week is we're going to identify 4 days. And we're going to get some of our best presenters teed up. Some of the people with the most fire. That's going to be Mr. Gibson. It's going to be me. We're gonna get some other folks lined up, and we're going to have a 4-day blitz. Okay, we're going to coordinate this. We're going to plan. We're not going to just throw it out right now. We're going to coordinate it. We're going to plan it. It's going to be very strategic, and it will be an opportunity for absolutely everybody who's hearing this live or watching this recording to explode your business, take your business to another level in 4 days. Okay. So Mr. Gibson and I, we're going to go ahead and we're going to plan this. We're going to recruit some of our other top performers to help us with this. We're going to put together a schedule. We're going to let you guys know what it is. And after that week, if your business is not in a new trajectory, then you can't say that we didn't try to help you. All right. Mr. Gibson, what do you think?
You have to be an artist. You're not a network marketer. You got to be an artist. You have to learn how to paint the picture. You got to learn how to be an artist when it comes to your 4 presentations. And when you bring in the next individual, T. Gray, you've been hammering this thing for I don't know how long, right? You got to be an artist when it comes to when you bring the individual. The first thing you need to really say is what? Book your 4 meetings. That's all you got to say. That's all you
bro. You don't even know what I did. Do you want to know what I did this week?
Yeah.
This week, I actually did that for people. I actually took a block of time on my calendar, and I took one of our leaders and I said, hey, I'm going to show you how these conversations go.
T. Gray, you're lying. You're lying.
I'm not. I am not. And this was, and you know when this was? This was 2 nights ago during the tornado in Houston.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally over a 2.5 hour period of time I'm on there. They kept bring new people. And I would have the conversation with them and get their 4 meetings booked.
You told me.
And we started falling behind. So at one point in time, I had 15 people on between the new people, their sponsor, their upline, because this is a teaching moment, right? And when we started, it was all nice and bright like it is right now. And then the storm came, like literally during the call, and it just got extremely dark outside. You started hearing stuff crashing around. The dogs are going crazy. I just kept going. Right?
Hey, they think you're lying because you be sending me pictures on my phone, and you're like, I just got somebody booked in, and they got 4 presentations coming in, and I'm like, look at this joker. This guy is just, and he's not even building a business.
Yep. Travell is telling you, he's like, I was in the dark because the power went out. Whoa. Now I'm on the Zoom off my hotspot on my phone. Now everybody in the neighborhood is using their hotspot because all the Wi-Fi's are out, so that's not working anymore. So now I'm just on the phone. I'm just dialed in, right? I can't even see the chat anymore. But the bottom line is, as leaders, all the way up to Mr. Bugs, we're not afraid to roll up our sleeves and get in there and show people how to do this thing. So PDDG, let's plan this. And here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to plan this, right? And we're going to incorporate some of our hot emeralds too. We got to get Donnie on there. We got to get Vita on there too. And there's some other emeralds we need to incorporate. We're going to have this beast of a schedule lined up. But before we do this, then we're going to come back on flight school and we're going to teach you how to invite. We're going to teach you how to leverage this. And then we're going to do it. We're not going to just do it and then let you kind of figure it out. We're going to teach you what to do, right? As a matter of fact, we're going to teach you what to do next Saturday. No, next Saturday is a holiday weekend. Yo, next Saturday, we're going to have flight school next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to teach you how to leverage that. And we're going to let you know the date of that 4-day blitz.
I want Jason to talk about how he invited, because Jason had a lot of individuals in the room with Mr. Bugs, and he's one of the kings when it comes to invitation. He leverages up not just the company, but he leverages up when it comes to Mr. Bugs or myself or T Gray or MK or Tier. I really want his insight on how he brought a lot of individuals in that room with Mr. Bugs when it comes to him flying out to Indianapolis, Indiana, or Fishers, Indiana.
Yeah, we get that mixed up. We out the hood now, right? You know how you get in the suburbs and it's no longer Houston, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Well, to talk about the invite, I'll keep it very, very simple. This goes back to cash cow. All right. So if somebody dropped the cash cow audio in the chat, so you all can have a reference point. But the invitation is very simple for me. It goes back to what we said about leverage, transparency, and the 3 steps: be in a hurry, show value, take it away. And for me, if I'm leveraging someone like Mr. Bugs, it's really not hard. Actually, I'll give you a perfect example. One night we had ordered delivery, and I had went down with, I forget who, me and Xander, who's doing the Elevate stuff. We went down to pick up the food, and there was a guy that pulled up in a BMW. His name's Jackson, actually. And my initial thing was, how are you delivering food in a BMW? Right? I'm like, what are you doing in a BMW delivering pizza, bro? And so initially I said, hey man, it's a nice car, bro. What do you do outside of delivering pizza? He said, man, it's crazy. I'm actually into investing and all this stuff. I said, bro, that's exactly what we do, man. We got to connect. So I exchanged contacts and I said, listen, man, what do you have going on Saturday at this time? I said, I'm assuming you're free on Saturday. I didn't ask him if he was free. I said, I'm assuming you're free on Saturday. And always put it into clearing the calendar, clearing the schedule, clearing the calendar. I said, listen, bro, I'm assuming you're free on Saturday. It's crazy you mentioned you're into crypto. We have one of the biggest guys that's into trading coming down Saturday, who's actually our mentor. And I don't know if I can get you in or not, but let's exchange contacts and let's have a call tomorrow so I can hear your story and see if this is something that you can attend. So I went a few different places with that, but be in a hurry, show value, take it away. I showed extreme value by not even saying you can come in the beginning. It was more so like, for example, any person that I brought, I didn't just say, hey, listen, be at this event or send them a voice note or reach out. I said, listen, let's have a quick call so I can see if you qualify to be here. And the quick call was me hearing their story, asking them some questions, qualifying questions, to make sure that they actually fit what we're looking for. And so that's really simple, man. Be in a hurry, show value, take it away. And I think the taking away part was the ticket. Hey, listen, each ticket is valued at $300. I purchased in to get access to 5 to 10 to 20 additional tickets that are worth $300 a piece. And I want to make sure that if I bring you here, you take advantage of this. because I'm giving you a ticket for free.
I want to say this, and I want to say this publicly. What Jason just said was extremely awesome. And the biggest thing that I've learned after this event was follow-ups. I'm going to tell you why I learned follow-ups and how important follow-ups are. I depended on something that I should have not ever depended on. I'm not blaming my team. I know my team is on here, but an email list, whatever it is. We had over 200 people that did not get the address to the event. And they didn't show. And some of those individuals even paid a ticket. So that room that you saw, it was supposed to be 200 plus more. And I emailed my team and I said, what's going on? And it was all screwed up. It was not my team's fault. It was my fault. It was the leader's fault. So every person that we always, what Jason just said, the invitation, the follow-up is crucial. That's why we have, what do we have? T Gray, what do we have? We have what? We got rank up. We have rank up for that. We didn't utilize it. And guess what happened, T Gray? We lost money. We lost business partners. We lost people. There was individuals frustrated. So T Gray and MK, that's the con that we've learned, because that room should have been way more packed. But here it is. We lost out on, I believe, 203 individuals that did not show in that room because of a slip up. So follow-up is very, very important. So invitations also, but follow-up is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what you guys are really sharing with everybody, I want to make sure everybody gets to less, because there's a lot of nuggets flying, is you're learning that how you say it is even more important than what you say, right? Very often a person will say, well, blah, 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 this, you know, I got a new person in, but, you know, they won't do anything, right? And one question I'll often ask is, I say, well, if Mr. Bugs was working with that person, would he get a different result? And if the answer is yes, then what you basically just told me is that it's not how you say, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Because you can say the same thing that Mr. Bugs said, but if you don't learn to say it the way he said it, right? And that's why I love the observation level that you guys, you know, personified for everyone. That's what I'm talking about. When you have the opportunity to get around successful people, don't just observe, listen to the words, listen to the how, right? I love what Jason did. He didn't just give a person a ticket, right? There's two different invites. One invite is, I got these tickets. You want one? Right? And the other one is, well, I don't even know if I can get you in. Well, let's make sure that your calendar is clear first. Right? It's the same concept. It's the same invitation, but it's delivered in a way that creates value. And that's what we're going to really be working to teach everybody in this next chapter of the Hold to Bug system.
Darren, how long have you been in this business?
Excuse me?
How long have you been in this business?
I've been in this business for about 10 years.
No. How long have you been in Ibüümerang?
Oh, see, that was a different question. 3 years.
Okay. So are you learning something new every day?
No, I said this earlier. All I'm doing is resharpening what I already know.
Okay.
Everything that Mr. Bugs has taught us, I've known this for, I would say, when I first met Mr. Bugs, when that was in 2016, and we were watching the Cash Cow and the Red Jacket training. Yeah, I'm not learning anything new. I'm becoming a new person. I'm just resharpening what I already know in 10
That's
times.
it. That's what I want the people to hear. It's repetitive. It's repetitive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I want to add on to
several times
yeah, it's
until
repetition
it
is the
clicks.
mother of all learning. And that's what I was just telling Josh and some of his guys yesterday. Repetition is the mother of all learning. You're going to hear me say the same things over and over. It's not just going to come from me. It's going to come from the other leaders. It's going to come from Mr. Bugs. It's not the information that's new. It's your perception of the information that's going to be new for you.
Exactly.
It's that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mr. Buck shared something at the event that was very actually there was a gentleman that asked a question, and he said, man, I know so and so was your mentor, you know, because you say a lot of the same things that he said. And Mr. Bugs, you know, let him finish, but he said, listen, I never met that gentleman, but he said success is, he said when you're dealing with success, it's similar. Like there's only one truth. There's only one. There's a right way, then there's a wrong way, you know. And so that's one of the things he expressed to us is that there's principles, right? Yeah, Tier just put in the chat. The principles of success are the same, and the principles, like we were talking about this, even before we met Mr. Bugs, because of the system that he followed throughout the years. Our previous mentor was telling the same stuff, and it ain't resonating until we heard it from Mr. Bugs. It's like your mom and your dad. You know, it's like, man, we were hearing the right information, but we weren't the right people.
You've got to hear it from the horse's mouth.
You got to hear it from the horse's mouth, and like Sierra said, you got to become the right person for it to resonate. So that's so true, and it's just an eye-opening thing that there's no, man, it's so simple, all the same information, but you know, I guess it's just a different example that's being used, or a different analogy, or a different person saying it, relating it to you slightly different, that changes, but the same information, you know.
It's like that quote that comes to mind that says, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And Mr. Bugs, he gave this analogy. He said, treat your business like it's a machine, just going through the machine. You got a burger machine. And you got the burger that has the buns. You got the burger that has the meat. You got the burger that has the lettuce, the ketchup, the mustard, the whatever it is. And then you wrap it up and you put it in the bag. Just keep doing this. And I did a training on that yesterday. Just keep doing this. Keep going. Just keep throwing it, whatever it is, and keep doing the presentations. Keep going through the no's, keep going through the yeses, keep doing the 4 presentations, and just keep going and keep going. And what most of us do, T. Gray, is and MK, we stop at one person. Now you're messing up the machine.
Yeah.
You're messing up the no's. Now you're messing up. You're going to get the no's. You're going to get the ones that don't want ketchup. You're going to get the ones that don't want lettuce. You're going to get the ones that don't want mustard. You're going to get all those. You're going to even get the ones that don't want the buns. You're going to get all that stuff, right? Just keep going through the system and let the system do what the system does. That's all it.
What did you just say? So do you mean to tell me that if I go to McDonald's and I stand there and I look at the menu and I go, you know what? I don't want anything, and I leave without buying anything, do you mean to tell me that doesn't mean that McDonald's doesn't work?
This is what happens.
Just next person. What if, okay, I'm sorry. What if 10 people in a row go into a McDonald's, look at the board, look at the menu, and then decide to leave? Does that mean McDonald's doesn't work? I hope nobody missed that, right? Yeah. So what Mr. Gibson is trying to say, what Mr. Edwards, Mr. Solomon, what these guys are trying to say is this. Mr. Bugs taught them, let it be a factory. Just let people cycle through. You just keep cycling through people. You know what? It was interesting when I was doing those calls for people the other night, guys. One of the things that I was telling their new people, as that we're now getting them mentally prepared to invite people to their first event, right, was get it in your mind that all our job is just to share the information. We're going to let grown folks make their own decision. Okay. So don't get
Can you say that one more time, please?
Yes, sir. Our job is just to share the information. We're going to let grown folks make their own decision. So as you invite people, don't get vested into who's going to say yes or who's going to say no. Our job is just to make sure that they see it. Because you saw it and it made sense to you, is going to make sense to someone else. It's not going to be for everybody, but we're looking for the ones who are looking for this, right? And so what, like you said, Darren, people stop the machine because somebody said no.
No, people stop the machine because somebody said no. Somebody just left the company. Somebody just we're emotional. Oh, what company are they going to? I'm gonna join that call and I'm doing that. There's a lot of reasons why people stop the machine. Why ain't this person coming? What's going on? No, dude, just keep.
Whoa. Did you say what I think you just said? So you mean to say
I filtered it, but you know me too, Greg.
Okay. So we got the edited version. So are you trying to tell me that if all of us are working at McDonald's and somebody on the team quits and goes to Burger King, that doesn't mean that McDonald's doesn't work?
And then they go, oh, what's Burger King doing? What let me get on that call with Burger King. It's just
Very, very interesting. Very interesting conversation we're having here.
Great. It's as simple as this. Everybody has everybody's played like probably spades or something like that. Everybody knows about having a deck of cards, right? Mr. Bugs broke this down to me so clear that I understand it to a T. And again, this is not something I have not learned before, but again, it's just resharpening. I'm understanding it even better. Everybody knows that in a deck of cards, you got 52 cards. And in those 52 cards, you got 4 aces. I asked him this question, and this is going to be huge for everybody that understands what I'm saying. When you get a hand, you don't force a queen, you don't force a king to be an ace or a joker. You play your hand, and as you're playing your hand, guess what you're going to do? You're going to find an ace and you're going to find a joker. But how can you do that? By sifting and sorting.
You just got to go through the cards.
Just go through the cards. But let's say, for example, you got 10 deck of cards and you're trying to achieve something very, very fast. Are you about to care about if this person's the ace or not? No, you're going to keep going through the deck until you find your ace. Do it as fast as you possibly can.
Right.
And that's what I did with Josh.
That's it. Just keep going through it. Hey, let's give a quick shout out to Diamond Sabi. She's on here. She said this leadership in this conversation is absolute gold, all the way from the Czech Republic. So fantastic. Hey guys, we could do this all day, but you know what I'm excited about, Darren? I am excited about getting together with you and these diamonds and planning out this 4-day blitz and getting everybody ready for it, because I believe that I already know what's going to happen. I already know. I already know. And I have a secret part of my plan that I'm not going to say online. I'm going to say it to you guys when we're planning this in private.
Well, T, before we put it out to this to the company, there's a quote that comes to mind. If you're emotional, you're going to stay broke. And if you're emotional when it comes to don't even sign up for it. Don't even sign up for it. We're going to allow you. We're going to if it's okay for me to say this publicly in front of you as well, MK. Let's let them sign up for it. We're not going to choose anybody. We're going to allow you guys to sign up for it, and you just gotta. It's going to be very different from the HB system, and we're just going to just do this all day long, and we don't care about of course we care about results, but more importantly, we care about this.
Right. Just let the machine run. Let the machine run. Let it run. Oh, I just love it. I love it. I see Black Diamond Desi Leapover out there as well. What's up, Des? All right. So we're going to plan this, and this is going to be sick. It's going to be sick. It's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be big for you guys. Let's just go around the horn real quick. Parting shot. You guys dropped mad bombs and nuggets for everybody today. I'm looking at the chats. People are excited and got high value today. out of this conversation. Let's start with Diamond Jason. What are your parting shots for everybody today, sir?
The one thing I can leave everybody with is leverage is the key. Leverage is the key. You know, I look at Mr. Bugs like a Ray Kroc. Actually watched that movie. If you guys ever seen the story of McDonald's, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's how you leverage it, and it's how you make it. The same way we can leverage how things are negative, the same way we can leverage how things are positive, and exaggerate the positive. So that's what I would share. Exaggerate the positive, leverage. The Founder. Yeah, that's the movie. Selling the Founder.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Diamond Tier.
I will leave everybody with this, and I want everybody to write this down, and this is going to be huge because it was huge for me. Show excellence in motion. Show excellence in motion, which simply means give people another reason for people to say yes to you. And I mean that by, let's say, for example, we got a Louis Farrakhan or a Malcolm X, right? Revolutionary leaders, right? If you saw them and you saw their team showed excellence. What you need to do is create that team excellence, show the people that this is something they want to be a part of without you telling them that this is something that you want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Be the example, show excellence. When Darren was talking about having one person on the left, one person on the right, let the people know that's around you, that's looking at you, think, man, who is that person in the middle? But not only that, why are they protecting him like that? I want to be a part of something like this.
Right.
You're selling a business without talking about the business. It's the little things that make a big difference. So show excellence in motion and watch how your business explode just from that one little thing.
Powerful. Absolutely love it. PDDG. Why did I know you were going to do that?
Everybody do it with me. Just, I can't see you guys, but just do it with me. Just say, I can't see you guys, do it with me. Just. And guess what's going to happen when you guys are doing that? You're going to get somebody else doing it too.
Right. And
And guess what's going to happen after that? You're going to have, now you're going to have this. Just, I'm telling you, go through the system and watch what the system does to your income. I want to first and foremost give appreciation to MK, my brother, that has bigger muscles than me, and T Gray, that's a big brother to me as well. He calls me all the time, and we goof around all the time and talk business all the time. And I love you guys dearly. Anna, I know you're on the line as well. Love you as well.
Back, bro.
Anna shot me a text, I believe, last night. And appreciation to Ibüümerang that's sticking with this thing, because right now you guys are seeing a lot of movement. You guys are seeing a lot of gossip. You guys are seeing a lot of positivity, everything, whatever the case may be. And you guys are sticking with it. And Mr. Bugs, myself, and the team and corporate, Mrs. Arlene Bugs, we got something cooking that you guys don't even know we have. And I am here to stay. I know a lot of you guys have been questioning certain things. No, that D-Gib is here to stay. So I love you guys all, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Love you guys.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Hey, guys, those are Rock and Flight School. Let's take our picture and let these folks rock and roll. We will have our HB system coaching call tomorrow. Let's get the word out. We will have it tomorrow. And that said, it's time for our picture. Get your screenshots ready. On 3, 2, 1. And that's a wrap, everybody.
Losers.
Way to go. Thank you guys for coming on and being amazing. And everybody, love you guys. Let's have a
Love
good
you,
one.
ambassadors.
See you guys.